Well, planning for and going to a reunion can be a real exciting time. A couple of years ago, I celebrated my 50th year of graduation from high school. And while I was not able to go to the official reunion, I had a good time looking at the emails and the pictures that people sent and remembering the things and the faces that we had fun with and we did together. Now, in 2 years, Tony and I will be celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary, and we plan to go to Greece with the family and be at the place where we were married, at the exact time and place in which it occurred 50 years earlier. Well, if you're joining us in going through this reading plan through the book of Ezra, today's reading is Ezra 1, and I encourage you to read that passage. Ezra 1, verses 1 through 4 says this: Now in the first year of King Cyrus of Persia, in order to fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus the king of Persia, so that he sent a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and also he put it in writing, saying, Thus says Cyrus king of Persia, the Lord God of heaven has given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has appointed me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Whoever there is among you of all his people, may his God be with him. Let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and rebuild the house of the Lord, the God of Israel. He is the God who is in Jerusalem. Every survivor, at whatever place he may live, let the men of that place support him with silver and gold, and with goods and with cattle, together with the freewill offering for the house of God, which is in Jerusalem. Well, the people of Israel had waited 70 years to return to Jerusalem, and Cyrus had become king of Persia in 538 BC. He proclaimed that the Jews might return there, but he made sure that they should not return empty-handed. God had done some fantastic things with the Jewish nation at the times that they've been in time of captivity. You'll remember that when Moses led the children of Israel out of Egypt, that the Egyptians gave them all sorts of silver and gold and money, the things that they would need to leave and be supported. You'll also remember that these were the items that helped create the tabernacle and helped sustain them through their 40 years in the wilderness. Now Cyrus proclaimed the people of Persia might give a freewill offering to the Jews who were going back to Jerusalem. God always sustains his people. He gives them what they need and when they need it. And even though we may struggle in the place that he might have been currently put us, he is preparing us for the next event in our lives, not only spiritually, but also physically. We are never in a static situation with God. God is always preparing us for the next project. And we need to be in prayer that we will be ready to go when he makes that call. One of the things which must be pointed out is that not all of the Jews returned to Israel. Some continued to live in Persia, where it was secure. They didn't want to risk change. Now, that's a choice that we also sometimes have to make. Do we live in captivity to our desires and emotions, or do we live in victory, waiting for God